Welcome back to Lotus Cup UK from Rockingham. As we approach the halfway point in the race now, the pit window is due to open. Adam Ballin has climbed up to second place. He's got ahead of Ken Savage there in the yellow Lotus 211, who's under pressure now from Adam Knight as well. He's managed to put a bit of breathing space between himself and Adam Knight, the reigning champion, current championship leader, just ahead of the reigning champion from 2014. Ken Savage in the yellow number 2, Perry's sponsored Lotus 211. But Adam Ballin running in second place then behind Adrian Hall in the green number 72, Lotus V6 Cup R. As he heads around Graceland down towards Tarzan. He's got a few seconds advantage now over Ken Savage as they head around Tarzan corner with a back marker just between them now. James Little there running well in the production class as well. As we ride now on board with Ken Savage as he rounds his way into the chicane. And he's into the pit lane for his mandatory stops. Brings the car down to the pit lane speed limit. It's a long pit lane here at Rockingham. He'll have to make his way down at the pit lane speed limit. Careful not to speed as he looks down at his dash to make sure he's not over. Looking for his pit crew now to park up and serve his 3-minute pit stop.
Now, John just got out of the car. Obviously, it was hot and sweaty out there. How was it for you?
Well, it was a lot better than it was in qualifying. In qualifying, we had a misfire that put us back down the field further than we wanted to be. So we were able to make up some points in the start of the race or some places, and so we're pretty happy about that.
Some time spent behind the safety car as well, obviously getting you a little bit more used to the circuit out there.
Yeah, well, felt sorry for the guys that had problems, but it actually helped us because it closed us up a bit on the first couple cars.
Fantastic. Well, let's go out and watch how it goes for you.
Thank you.
Now, Stefan just out of the car looking rather hot and sweaty. It was a good handover, though.
Yeah, it was. I messed up coming into the pit lane. I forgot to hit the start button, but thankfully I crossed the gantry, so it started another lap on the Delta. Yeah, tricky first session. Car balance is absolutely brilliant on the car, but started having issues with the gearbox, so selecting second and fourth gear around here is crucial. To do the gears you use the most, and getting it in was very difficult. So, we'll have to nurse the cars to the finish and see where we end up.
Well, gearbox has not been your dad's strong point at times, has it?
No, we've had so many gearbox issues. It's unreal. But hopefully, luck will be on our side this time, and we'll get it to the end.
Let's hope so. I'll let you go back and watch. Thanks.
Cheers. Thank you, Kerry.
Now just found a rather red-faced Stuart. It was a good handover, though.
Decent handover, yeah, pretty much. Didn't have a brilliant stint out there, but it's a good race with Richard Harwell-Evans there for a few laps. Quite enjoyed that, actually.
Certainly was. Now, obviously, the safety car, well, it helped you sort of embed some of those laps, get used to the track a bit more.
A little bit. I won some and lost some on that, really. To be fair, Richard got past me. I was probably quicker than him over the overall lap, but I couldn't make a move and make it stick because he got past me in the safety car, and that S3 is just too good on the brakes, unfortunately. So I made to make a move on him, and a bit too much push around the banking with the supercharger. So
we'll definitely wait and see. I'll let you cool down. I do always catch you at the worst moments, don't I?
You always do, yeah. See you later.
James, that's obviously a massively disappointing to a very good start to the race. Talk us through what happened.
Well, we did okay. I got away nicely, got from 5th to 4th to 3rd, was holding the lead as well. After the safety car, was still doing fine, going nicely, and then down the long straight, just went from 4th to 3rd instead of 4th to 5th, and car didn't like that.
It's just one of those things. We'll put it down to one of those days and move on to next time.
That's racing, I guess.
That is indeed. I'll let you get on. Thanks.
So thanks to Kieran for catching up with the drivers in the pit lane as we're back on board now with Ken Savage as he makes his way out after his mandatory pit stop. Again, keeping to the pit lane spin as he makes his way down. Careful not to cross the line before his time is up. It's a bit cheeky of Adam Ballin, who makes it out just in front of Ken Savage, and that is pole position now. So Adam Ballin out in front of Ken Savage again. He came in before him and he's managed to get out ahead of him. As we now follow the production battle is between Jason Baker and Daniel Rowbottom as they make their way through the chicane. These are the leaders of the production class. They've been separated by a mere few seconds for the entirety of the race so far. Daniel Rowbottom getting right up behind Jason Baker then as they head over the start-finish line and through turn 1. If he can get a toe down towards turn 2. He's having a look down the inside already. Jason Baker's going to have his work cut out now to keep him behind. They make their way down towards the hairpin. Jason Baker still ahead then of Daniel Rowbottom. You see in the leaders there, just behind them, Adrian Hall still leading ahead of Alex Reid. And Adam Gore now coming into the picture as well. Craig Denman then in the Donald Master car going well now after their pit stop. And there is Adam Ballin ahead of Ken Savage, comfortably in front of him then after that pit stop. Production leaders still locked together as they head into Gracelands. Daniel Rowbottom piling the pressure then on Jason Baker as they head down towards Tarzan. With the leaders bearing down on, they're going to have to be very, very careful. Jason Baker goes very, very defensive into Tarzan, parks the car on the apex, doesn't allow Daniel Rowbottom to get a run on him as they head down the school straight towards the chicane. Daniel Rowbottom on the left of your picture, Jason Baker in the middle of the road defending into the chicane. The leaders bearing down on them behind. Adrian Hall right onto the back then of Alex Reid as they make their way onto the banking. And again, Daniel Rowbottom to the inside of Jason Baker on the banking, 2 by 2. The leaders getting involved as well. It's going to get very close. Tom Chataway there running well in his white 211. Most senior driver in the series. Has competed in every season so far of Lotus Cup UK and Elise Trophy before it. Blue flags then for the production race leaders. They must get out of the way for the race leaders. Adrian Hall makes his way around the outside of Alex Reid and now looking to get by Jason Baker as well as they head into Chapman Curve and through towards Piff Path. Alex Reid just not making the most of the back markers and allowing Adrian Hall to get away from him there. Adrian Hall is through and clearing. Alex Reid still struggling to find a way through. Adam Gore now closing in as well. Alex Reid is now finding a way through, but he's lost a lot of time to Adrian Hall, making his way through the back markers there. So Adrian Hall currently in the lead of the race and well and truly in charge of the race at the moment. He's going very comfortably as he pulls away then from Alex Reid. Just in the background there, the third car or fourth car in your picture is the white V6 Cup R of Adam Gore. Adam Ballin now running strongly as well after his pit stop. Ken Savage just falling away a little bit now, still in the lead of the 211 class. Craig Denham going great guns now in the Jungle Master Denham car. But Adrian Hall comfortably in charge of this race in the car number 73, the Maidstone Sports Cars Prepared car. Again, a team have been involved in the series since year one. They've built a fantastic car for Adrian and he leads this race here at Rockingham comfortably. Adrian Hall just working his way through some more of the back markers. Up to almost a lap. Tom Chataway now in the 211. Running strongly there, Tom in his 211. Missed the Donington round due to some technical problems. Back here at Rockingham. Jason Baker there in your picture, still defending from Daniel Rowbottom as they come out of Tarzan. It's neck and neck between those two and has been for most of the race so far. As Tom Chataway threads his car through the chicane, up onto the banking. Adam Gore having made his way now past the back marks and Daniel Rowbottom getting a good run then on Jason Baker up onto the banking this time. Still not alongside, they're side by side though through turn one as they head down towards chicane. Adam Ballin in closely behind and trying to work his way through. And a spin for Tom Chataway coming out of the hairpin off the banking. He loops the 211 around, reverses it onto the grass, gets it facing the right way. Hopefully hasn't stalled it, he's selected a gear. And away he goes. Not too much time lost then for Tom Chataway, but that will have affected Daniel Rowbottom's chances. Adam Ballin tries to make his way through the back markers. Adam Ballin now up to second place and trying to chase down the lead car of Adrian Hall. just about to be lapped by the V6 Cup car of Alex Reed and Adam Gore. As we ride now on board with Alex Reed as we head down the score straight. Let's hope we can stay on board with him for the remainder of the lap. He threads his way through the chicane, then up and onto the banking. Best lap of the race so far, a 1:28.5 for Alex Reed. He makes his way up onto the banking. Up to 4th gear. 5th gear. Partial lift through turn 1 before chasing the power back on towards the exit. 120 mile an hour on the exit. Looking for the 100 metre board, onto the brakes. Down 5th, 4th, 3rd, down to 2nd gear. Really tight to the apex of the hairpin. Chase the power on, use the full width of the track on the exit before bringing the car back to the left. A short shift to 3rd before back down to 2nd for Yentwood. Hard on the power then, up towards Chapman Curve. Again, a short shift to 3rd, holds the car in 3rd gear, keeps the car nice and tight. For a little ease it through the left of pit path, just a lift before chasing the power back on as he wrestles the car over that curve. A long left-hander before he makes his way up towards Gracelands. Onto the brakes, roll the speed in the car, carry 3rd gear through, waiting to get on the power. Feels like forever through there, running the curve on the exit before a hard brake and down to 2nd gear for the Tarzan hairpin.
Don't go anywhere, join us after our last break to see the conclusion of the race.